Hi there, hi campers, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 24th of February, 2022, with me, Govinda Dean. Thanks for joining me today. I've got my tarot deck ready, the Spirit Within Tarot, so let's get started. Let's see what messages these cards have for us today, and see how we can use the energy to our advantage that's around us today, and also have a look at what maybe in the shadows, what we're not addressing or focusing on that we should be. We'll get some insight into our lives today for you here. Okay, so what do we need to know about Thursday, the 24th of February, 2022? Okay, so we're going to split the deck. Okay, right, so here we go. So let's have a look. Okay, so we've got the Four of Swords. We've got the Eight of Swords. Oh, we've got a few swords here today. Seven of Pentacles, one from the bottom. The Two of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Swords is talking to us about taking rest and recuperation. It's about taking a bit of time out, not engaging in any thought or analytical process. So it is just taking a breather. Meditation can help today if we like doing that kind of thing, or whether it's just something we don't have to, even if we don't want to physically rest, it's about a mental rest. So maybe any activities that we do today are not involving our minds or our intellect or our thought. We may have some brain fog today. So we just want to be able to maybe do some activities that don't involve that. So yeah, maybe some physical activities or going out fresh air and getting some, nature vibes by walking, for example, can help. But it's just not engaging in the mind. It's just letting the mind rest for a period to let things simmer down. We may have had difficulties, we may have had problems, and we're just wanting to kind of take a pit stop really with that. And with the Eight of Swords here, we can see that maybe the reason why you're wanting to take a step away and to rest and maybe meditate is because maybe there's, you're thinking about your situation, and maybe you feel that you're a bit trapped. You might think that, like I said, brain fog seems to be coming in, mental blocks seems to be coming in, or you may not be able to fully expand your mind as best as you'd like or develop it further. And this is quite an interesting card with the Eight of Swords, because it represents, although it represents some kind of restriction, in a way it could also be some kind of self-imposed restriction. So it's our own mind that is stopping us. So as they say, we are limited by our own imagination. So it seems that with this card, whatever we want to do, whatever we're trying to achieve, or whatever we have involved in our lives, our thought process about that is limiting us and kind of stopping us from moving on. Or, communication may not be flowing well in a relationship, so it's time to take a pause, take a break, rest, maybe not communicate if you're communicating with a loved one every day, whether it's via text if you're not living together, or if you are living together. If communication seems to be kind of going round in circles and not really going anywhere, you feel like you're not being heard, then maybe just not communicate, take yourself off into a separate room, take a breather for half a day or a few hours, do something else somewhere else. If you're talking about topics that need discussing, maybe it's time to rest up on that. Constantly going at a topic isn't going to help the situation much further. So time to rest on that as well. So yeah, we may be feeling that, that we are a bit blocked either mentally, or that we feel that we are restricted, but really it is from our own doing in some sort of way most of the time. And so we can really unlock our minds a bit more and, expand our minds the way we want to. We just need to understand that freeing up our mind is about taking a rest. It might feel a bit counterintuitive, contraindicated. So I can't say that. It might feel like you're going against the grain there, but really it is. And it might feel that you're taking a two steps backwards. But really what you're doing is you're allowing the mind to rest. It seems quite busy. There's a lot going on with the mind and communication and whatnot. So time to let the mind rest on whatever it is, whether it's about your work, relationships, anything that's going on in your mind seems that it needs to have a bit of a rest. Because where is that taking us? That's taken us to the Seven of Pentacles. And now the Seven of Pentacles really is about patience, and it's realizing that, things haven't gone the way we'd liked or we'd hoped. We haven't achieved as much as we wanted to by now, whether it's in our health, in finances or work, or even our commitment to someone or a relationship or our involvement. Do we want this relationship to be more committed? It's got to a point of some kind of committal, not exactly where you'd hoped or where you'd like it to be. So some kind of there is some kind of dissatisfaction going on, maybe a bit of frustration with your current situation, with the way that with your own mind, the way it's processing too much. So by resting, we're able to really, or meditating, whatever we do to kind of rest the mind and heal the mind, as it were, we are able to really assess our situation better. And we're able to identify, okay, I've managed to actually achieve something. Why isn't it as good as I had hoped? X, Y, and Z. Okay, so next time I'm going to do it better. I'm going to have another go and keep going. And it is about being persistent. So whatever the issue is, whatever the blockage is, we can overcome it if we are patient and persistent. I think we do want to keep going at it. It's not a lost cause, whatever we're trying to work out or figure or resolve or solve a problem. There's a lot going on in our thoughts, and we just need to rest that a bit. We're talking in the card below. So the shadow card that came up was the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is about a partnership, or you may be in the early days of a romance, and maybe we are overthinking the relationship at the moment, and it's causing us a block. Maybe we're not allowing the emotions and the love to flow because we're overanalyzing it in the very early stages. You know how it is when you meet someone you care for and you really fall in love with. Your mind tends to go ahead of you and 10 steps ahead of you, and you start thinking about a future and this and that, and then it kind of maybe blocks the now. So really we don't want to, with our partnerships, with our love relationships that we have, we don't really want to overindulge the mind, really, because it is causing us blockages. We need to rest the mind. So just allow the emotions to flow. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the day when you have a date, and enjoy that time together, and don't think about the next date or when's that happening, or over analyzing it. And you know what, with this relationship, it is still very much maybe in the early stages. You probably had hoped it would go much further, much quicker, or that you'd be in a more committed relationship than you are now. I think there is a level of commitment, but I think there are some things that need to be ironed out to be able to let that commitment in the relationship progress a lot further, really. So so this is about really, in your relationships, just letting the emotions flow. Let's not engage the mind with the mind is probably causing problems within the relationship. So overthinking it is not a good idea, especially in early stages like this. And you know what, even if you're, if it's not about early stage of relationship, if it's a long-term relationship, then maybe we're forgetting, because maybe this is a shadow card, it's something we're not paying attention to. Maybe we are forgetting about those early days of romance when we were just in love, where we weren't overthinking things or getting too over anxious about, everything, thinking about every tiny detail. We need to apply the rest and calm. And, you may be looking back on your life, you may be later on in your life thinking, oh, this marriage or this partnership hasn't really worked out the way I'd like. But, there's still a way around it. There's been gains, and there's still a way. I think the way through, this is like a solution card as well. The way through these issues or dissatisfaction with your current situation, whether it's your love life or career, whatever we're talking about, really it applies with this. It seems that we need to fall back in love with the situation, with the person, with the relationship, with our career, with our job again. Those early days of when you first start a job or your career after university or whatever you're doing, and you really love your job, and after so many years, you're kind of a bit worn out, mentally drained, and you're looking at your career going, it's not really turned out the way I'd planned. And you can't foresee it. It's the thing with the Seven of Pentacles. You can't necessarily foresee the result. It's something that nature takes its course, and over time, you see the result. And it's kind of a bit like that. So we kind of like to need to, with our career, reignite that passion and that romance with our job again, or whatever it is that we do, or a hobby. Maybe we've fallen out of love with our craft, or if you're a tarot reader with the tarot readings, you might have a mental block at the moment. So rest on it. Maybe not do readings for a time, because you may not be happy with the way you're doing them or the way that it's resulting. And we can, fall back in love again with our craft or what we do, our hobbies. Like I said, I think this applies to many things in our lives, really, with its career, love, finance. It's kind of like getting back to the bare bones of a relationship, the early days, the excitement, all of that, I think, is going to help us to rest the mind, overcome the barriers that maybe we are putting up ourselves, because the mind is a wonderful tool for us, but also it can work against us. And it seems that it might be working against us at the moment for today. So, yeah, fall back in love with ourselves, with our job, with the person we are in a relationship with, whatever our situation is. Not overthink things, let the mind rest. And really, we're able to quietly, through meditation, perhaps contemplate our satisfaction, assess the situation, and moving forward, keep going, because you'll get there. Just have a bit more patience and persistence, I think. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. I hope this reading has resonated with you. If you'd like a personal reading with me, then please click the link in the description box below. I'm offering video and email readings at the moment. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done already. And also, please share this video with anyone who you feel may benefit from these messages, as I'm here to help and guide anyone who needs it. You can also watch more videos like this by clicking the link on screen. I have my daily tarot readings and also weeklies. So this week's reading is available, clicking the link on screen. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I also love hearing your comments about my readings. How does this resonate with you in your life where you are? This is a collective reading, so not everything's going to resonate with everyone, but there may be some nugget of information that is here for you today. I'd love to know what that is. So please leave a comment below as well. I appreciate that a lot, and I do respond to my comments. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for another reading. So namaste and blessed be everyone.